The internet is spinning in disbelief today, as shocking news spreads like wildfire. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun's biggest secret has finally come to light. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, so you don't miss the incredible details behind this once-hidden love story that's now becoming the talk of the world. It's the kind of story fans used to whisper about in online forums and wishful fan edits, but now, it's no longer a fantasy. After years of rumors, speculation, and carefully hidden clues, it's been revealed that Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun have not only been in a secret relationship, but they've been quietly raising twins away from the public eye. A private life so well guarded, it took the most dedicated online sleuths, unexpected insider leaks, and one undeniable sighting to finally confirm what fans had always hoped. The couple is a real family of three. It began with a quiet buzz, nothing out of the ordinary at first. A few blurry photos, some subtle coincidences. But then, an anonymous source leaked what appeared to be a document from a luxury international preschool, located in Switzerland, known for its discreet client list of diplomats and celebrities. The document didn't list full names, but initials and birth dates raised eyebrows. Listed under the names LM and KGE were two identical birth records of twins, with a listed guardian matching Lee Min-ho's known overseas alias. At first, people doubted it. But when a photo surfaced of Kim Go-eun walking out of a private clinic in Seoul carrying what looked undeniably like an infant car seat, everything changed. The pieces started falling into place quickly. Fans remembered the time Kim Go-eun disappeared from the spotlight for a few months, citing personal reasons. It was shortly after filming her last drama Wrapped, and people assumed it was just a break. But now, that timeline aligns perfectly with what would have been a pregnancy leave. Lee Min-ho, around that same time, had cancelled 2 overseas promotions with vague explanations from his agency. The coincidences no longer looked random, they looked like carefully planned protection of a private life. As news broke, the internet exploded with emotional reactions. Some were stunned, others were overjoyed. But one thing was clear, this wasn't just gossip, it was a full-blown revelation. A secret life, hidden from cameras and flashing lights, where 2 of Korea's most beloved stars chose to build a family, together, in silence and out of love. Soon after, fans began collecting all the subtle signs that had been in front of them all along. Old interviews where Lee Min-ho mentioned wanting a quiet family life, moments where Kim Go-eun spoke about cherishing something special off-camera, and even small details like matching rings, similar watches, and vacation photos taken at the same exact spots, all now felt like puzzle pieces that finally made sense. Even the name of their fan-favorite drama, The King, Eternal Monarch, started to feel like a poetic metaphor for what they were protecting, a royal kind of love, hidden in plain sight. The floodgates opened when one brave journalist, known for uncovering celebrity truths, released a photo that could no longer be denied. In it, Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun were seen walking through a private garden, holding hands, while 2 identical toddlers walked beside them, each holding the hand of one parent. The twins, dressed in matching beige coats and tiny sneakers, looked no older than 2 years old. Their faces were blurred, but the resemblance to both stars was uncanny, even with protective filters. The image shattered the internet. Within hours, hashtags like #MinHoTwins, #FamilyOf3, and #finally confirmed began trending worldwide. Fans didn't criticize, they celebrated. In an age of scandals and short-lived romance, the idea that these 2 stars had found something so deeply personal and real resonated with people across countries, cultures, and languages. It wasn't just a celebrity story anymore, it was about love, protection, and the quiet strength of building something beautiful away from the noise. Despite mounting pressure, both agencies remained silent. No official statement was released for over 48 hours. But when Lee Min-ho finally posted a photo on his personal social media, a sunset view with 2 tiny silhouettes and the caption, "My World," it said everything without saying anything at all. Minutes later, Kim Go-eun shared a peaceful photo of two children's shoes on a balcony overlooking the mountains, writing only, "Grateful. Always." Fans cried. The posts weren't flashy. They weren't part of a marketing plan. They were pure, soft, real. And it confirmed what many had begun to believe. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun weren't hiding because of shame or fear. They were protecting something sacred. Their children. Their love. Their chosen life together. The admiration poured in from everywhere. Fellow actors, colleagues, producers, and even international stars commented in support. "You chose love. That's all that matters," wrote one co-star from their past project. "So happy for you both," said a well-known fashion designer, who had worked with them individually over the years. The entertainment industry, often cold and competitive, wrapped them in warmth. More details trickled in. The twins are said to be a boy and a girl, born just seconds apart. Sources say they are healthy, joyful, and loved beyond words. The couple reportedly lives between two quiet homes, one in Seoul and one overseas, where the children can enjoy privacy, nature, and freedom. Their days are filled with morning walks, bedtime stories, and everything that their parents never had the luxury to experience growing up in the spotlight. People began to look back at fan videos, behind-the-scenes footage, and interviews with a new lens. In one now viral clip from a fashion show event, Lee Min-ho is asked what love means to him. His answer, at the time cryptic, now feels deeply revealing. He said, "It's something I've found recently. It makes me quieter, more focused, and more whole." At the time, the audience clapped politely. Now, fans revisit that moment with tears, realizing he had already become a father, and perhaps was speaking of a life transformed by Kim Go-eun and their children. The narrative had changed completely. What was once called a rumored dating scandal was now understood to be a love story years in the making. The emotional journey of two actors, whose on-screen chemistry first lit up viewers' hearts, had now blossomed into something far more powerful. A living testimony that love can be real, enduring, and hidden only when it needs to be. As the news settled in, fans respected the couple's privacy more than ever. While people wanted to know the twins' names or see clearer photos, many pushed back against such demands. "We've been given enough," one fan wrote. "They shared their truth. Let's honor it by giving them peace." Now, questions about